Hi, my name is Alejandro Paz and I'm gonna explain the evidence tree. The unipolar world. Unipolarism, that is the concentration of power in one single polar, the United States of America. In its most strict sense, does not mean that the new superpower has absolute power over the entire world, but that is considered as a major player in the international affair, such as the USA stands as a country while the strongest economic and military capacity in the world. Globalization. Globalization is a term used to describe how trade and technology have made the world into a more connected and interdependent place. It's also captured in its scope the economic and social change that have come out as a result. It might be pictured as a thread of an immense spider web formed over millennia, with the number and reach of these threads increasing over time. People, money, material goods, ideas, and even disease and the devastation have troubled the skin stands and have done into greater numbers and with greater speed than ever in present age. Digital era. The digital revolution is the shift from a mechanical and analog electric technology to digital electronics, which began anywhere from the late from 1950s to the late of 1970s, with the adoption of a proliferation of digital computers and digital record keeping that continues to the present day. Terrorism. International terrorism. It's violent criminal acts committed by individuals and groups who are inspired by or associated with designated foreign terrorist organization or nation. Domestic terrorism, violent criminal acts committed by individuals and groups to further ideological goals stemming from domestic influences such as of political, religion, social, racial, or environmental nature. In most cases, what we call the terrorist attacks of the 20th century. Political and social issues because the world wasn't stable enough to after many stars, wars and conflicts. Also with globalization ideas were spreading and people all around the world started having new ideas between this idea of solving problems with violence of making it faster easier. That's why the numbers of terrorism were up sky in these years. How has the digital era influenced today's society? It had huge benefits but a few negative consequences of illegal or inappropriate materials can be found in the internet. Some people in recent years have illegally downloaded music or other copyright material for free. This action has a negative impact of the music industry and led to several lawsuits. The addiction to online social networks can disturb a person's way living and professional activity. Some criminals use the internet spreading computer viruses or even intercepting a credit card bank details for suspicious purpose. How does the end of the Cold War relate with the unipolar world? The world was bipolar because it was between socialism and capitalism, but the end of the war meant that the winner was capitalism. That's why capitalism seems when they practically dominate all the world. And by capitalism, I mean United States because, as we seen before it came, the most important country in the world, the decision was worth more than the others. Why did globalization emerge? The emerge of globalization was introduced to promote inherent wealth among countries in the world. The United States has not only been identified as the leader in globalization after World War II. Main reasons that have caused globalization: improved transport, making global travel easier. For example, there was been a rapid growth in air level, enabling greater movement of people and goods across the globe. This reduced the cost of intermodal transport, making trade cheaper and more efficient. Important event of the last decade. In 1999, in 1990, Nelson Mandela was released. In 1993, Bill Clinton becomes U.S. President. 1994, U.S. invades Haiti. In 1997, spacecraft Pathfinder lands off Mars. In 1998, Central American hurricanes killed 1,000. In 1999, HBI virus traced. In 2001, September 11 World Trade Center attacks. That's the reference, and thanks for your attention.